Yeah. Thank you.
So, by large measures, right?
Oh no, I'm not complaining.
Fuck it.
Hello, I'm Jen.
My name's Rachel.
Welcome to our channel. We are Whiskey Geeks.
Not whiskey snobs.
So if you like all things whiskey,
And you're not a snob,
subscribe. We are trying another blend today.
Exciting.
Is it indeed? This is from a new distillery, but they only opened in September of this year. So this is 8 Doors Distillery at John O'Groats.
Very cool. So another very, very northerly distillery.
The most northerly on the mainland.
Wow,
Yep.
wow. So they've taken that, they've stolen that from Wolfburn.
So most further northerly.
Further northerly? Further northerly.
Further northerly. Northern fartherly. Easter westerly. I don't know.
It's far away.
I always get my easts and lefts mixed up, as I said once.
East feels more left. And west feels more right.
It does, definitely.
On a map, is that right?
It's what way up you are.
If the map's behind you.
Are you lying on the map?
Yeah.
Then east is left. Anyway, so this is a blend. So 8 Doors Distillery, they're doing a blend and a blended malt while they wait for some single malt. These are the first releases that they're doing.
Okay.
Anyway, as a distillery.
Yeah.
So a blend. I also tasted the blended malt as well, and I actually preferred the blend, so that's why I bought this one.
Great.
So
this is the blend, not the blended malt.
This is the blend, not the blended malt. Yeah. The blended malt is probably much more up your street. It's quite sherried.
Ah, okay. And they don't tell us what they use at all?
No, it's 40% malt though.
Alright, okay.
40% single malts are in there.
And this is called Seven Sons.
It's called Seven Sons.
Are they related to the... Oh, yeah,
are they related to
the 8 Doors?
They are. They are the cause of the 8 Doors.
Right.
So, John de Groot, which John O'Groats is named after, was a Dutchman, and he lived at John O'Groats, and he ran a ferry across to Orkney, and you could pay him 1 groat. I don't know why he named it after himself, maybe he didn't. So if you paid him one goat, that'd be awfully expensive. If you paid him...
Imagine how many goats he had.
Oh my god, what would he do with them all?
Jeez.
You paid him 1 groat, which was like, I think is the equivalent of 2 pence.
Right. Pennies to go to Orkney.
2 pennies to go to Orkney. It's not very far.
Is mad.
It's not very far from there.
Yeah.
You could just about swim it looks, but it's very dangerous, so you wouldn't. He would take you across. But he has 7 sons, and apparently they were all arguing at home as to who got to sit at the head of the table. And so he went and built an octagonal house and put a door in each of the 8 sides. A door and a window for each of the sons, and he built an octagonal table for inside so that they could each sit at their own head of the table and nobody could argue about who was sitting at the head of the table.
I wouldn't have done that if I was
Spoiled
their dad.
children.
Yeah, I would have just been like, you got to get over this, lads. Take it in turns.
So there's also, when you go to John O'Groats, you can visit mainland Britain's most northerly 8-sided gift shop.
I would like to go to
There's
that. I
something
actually would
extremely
like to go
specific.
To that. Yeah.
Lots of tourist tat and some weird things, but yeah, you got to visit. And so yeah, the distillery, they've named this 7 Sons after John de Groot's 7 sons.
Cool.
7 spoiled sons.
I know. His poor wife as well.
I don't know about her. I've not heard about her. Maybe she wasn't there. Maybe she'd left long since.
She was like, I'm not
dealing with this.
Getting about this nonsense with the chairs. I'm off.
Nonsense with the chairs.
That's when they broke up, when he was like, I've got a solution for the chairs.
Yeah, they didn't put a chair for her, did they?
No.
So
sit on the floor.
Yeah.
That's maybe when it happened. Like, she was like, well, where's my chair? And he's like, you don't have one. She's like, you've made 6 other chairs for your sons.
7
chairs.
7 sons. And 1 for himself.
I'm out of Dodge.
They didn't make her one.
Bugger off. So.
That smells lovely.
Light. He's drinking.
Yep. Quite caramelly, toffee.
A wee perfumey coffee, yeah, like a richer perfume.
I wonder if it must have 60% grain.
Chanel.
Chanel. Oh, sometimes you have men's Chanel. You're awfully specific.
With my Chanel, I only know.
No rubbish pair of Chanel. It's got to be Chanel.
It's because my dad uses men's Chanel and my mum uses normal Chanel. So
normal. Just the plain old nothing Chanel.
Number 5. You must know.
I really like that.
I do know I do smell other men, but I couldn't tell you exactly what ones they're wearing. I'm more familiar with my dad's one.
Should we taste?
Yes, slange.
Cheers.
Oh, that's nice. Pardon me.
Oh, it has quite a heat.
Oh, that's lovely. Really spicy, really zingy. Really zingy, I
really
love that.
Caramelly, like thick caramel and coffee though.
I'm not getting the coffee as much.
I'm getting the coffee somewhere in there.
I find
like a wee bit right through the middle in a pointy shape.
And a bit of a bitter.
Yeah, there's a kind of a bitter all round at the end actually.
What is that, 46?
I think it's 46. I can't even remember. 46.7. Yep.
It tastes like it's got a bit more bite, so that we're tasting a few things, and that's the first one we've tried that's not chill filter, I think, and above like 40%.
Yeah.
And you can so taste the difference.
And it's 40% malt content from first fill sherry European oak casks. That makes sense.
First fill sherry. See, I would have thought bourbon just because I'm finding it quite tropical.
The caramelly and tropical, yeah. But as soon as I smelled it, I was like, it's got that thick sherry smell, that plasticine-y, waxy, thick sherry smell.
I really like that. That is lovely.
It's like vanilla ice cream as well though, isn't it?
Are they independently owned?
I went and visited them. They'd only opened like 2 days before. I'd seen them building it before and I was like, oh, that'll be cool. And I turned up, I was like, hey, I wonder if that distillery, and they had a sign out and I was like, oh, I'm going to pop in. And they'd just opened like 2 days before. Their shop was all lovely. They couldn't have been friendlier. Like there was a few members of staff there. They were doing cocktails and coffees and stuff. We weren't able to stay for that, but as soon as we were like showed any interest, the lady serving was like, do you want to come and have a look at the stills? They're not operating, but come and have a look. And went through the back and she showed us all about the stills and everything.
That's good.
And then they let us have a little try of these too, and we bought this one. I bought this one for me, and we bought the other one as a present. And yeah, really nice, and just a great, like when they start doing tours, that'll be a really good place to visit.
So they're not yet doing tours, but they're planning to soon?
I don't know. I think so, yeah. I think they were kind of doing their research to get their tours up and running.
That's lovely. She showed you around despite that though.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. She was like,
Very
come
cool.
and see the stills, and they had a lovely tasting room as well. So we definitely need to go visit when they're up and running. That'd be really cool.
I think it smells a bit sharper to me with the water.
So much vanilla now.
Oh, I love that.
I love that.
Delicious. Definitely want to keep an eye on that. So thick as well. That's such a nice blend.
So obviously none of that comes from them.
No.
I wonder if that's the kind of style they're going for. Don't know. I actually didn't hear about what kind of style they're going for. I don't think.
Probably a wee, well, coastal at least, but I don't know if smoky or not. But if whoever's blending that, their taste is good.
Oh yeah, and the other one's lovely as well. I was really surprised that I preferred the blend than the blended malt, but I suppose I shouldn't be. But yeah, absolutely love it.
Yeah, really good. Very exciting. Another
distillery. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Subscribe down here for more, and join us again next time. Slange. Thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed our video. If you did, please give it a like and a subscribe, and you can follow us on social media at The Grail Tastings. See you next time. Slange. Oh dear. Are you gonna pour that? Oh! Yes,
oh, so it's there. Sorry.
Were you waiting on me pouring it? Sorry.
What in front of me?
I could pour it.
Sometimes you need that someone's house, you're like, gonna pour that yet? Yeah. Move it along.
You've offered me a drink. Where's it coming from?
You're talking now. Listen.